Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik, my dear friends. Look, mental health has become a bigger issue nowadays, and it is worsening with the passage of time. Despite the fact that more and more research has been conducted on the subject, and there are more and more mental health practitioners and experts, but despite all that, I think the number of people suffering from the mental health, these people are increasing with the passage of time. So, my dear friends and fellows, I think and I believe that we need to work upon it. We need to work upon the mental health, because the mental health, we cannot remain physically healthy at all as long as we are mentally unhealthy. As long as something which is going on inside my mind, inside your mind, unless and until this is right, this is right, I cannot become a physically healthy person at all. It has the biggest ever impact upon my physical health, upon your physical health, because the mind control the body. So, my dear friends and fellows, today we have made it a topic of our discussion, and what is inside specific and peculiar inside the mental health issue, which is going to be talked about in our today's discussion. That is, my dear friend, it is the self compassion. It is the self compassion. Why? Because we people are very harsh with we ourselves. We people are seen criticizing ourselves. We people are seen judging, holding us accountable very frequently. And that thing sometimes disturb us a lot. There are many of the people, they are not kind hearted with themselves. Maybe most of us, we are seen criticizing, we are seen criticizing so harshly to we ourselves, that we have forgotten the self compassion. I think the self compassion, it is extremely important if at all we want to maintain a mental health. So how can we do that? We started looking upon this matter, and we came across plenty of things. All of them were not equally important, but those things which were very important has been taken out, and these things have been shortlisted. These are nine in number. Nine in number. How to practice the self compassion, how to become kind hearted, and how to become kinder toward we ourselves. What are those nine things? Let's look upon all these one by one. First of all, it is practice mindfulness and meditation. We need to practice the mindfulness, and we need to practice the meditation. What is this mindfulness? It is a state of mind achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment, while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensation, used as a therapeutic technique. So mindfulness, in very short, we need to focus upon the moment. I need to focus upon what I'm doing at the moment. You need to focus upon what you are doing at the moment. It is as simple as this one. Now it is the meditation. Once or twice in a day, we need to be at a place which is relatively calm, relatively undisturbed, and there we can sit. We should try to empty our mind. We should try not to let any thought stay in the mind for long. The thought will come, and let allow the thought to leave your mind. Do not let any of the thought stay in the mind for long. Try to focus on the breathing. Like, I'm inhaling. Inhaling means watching the air, the color of the air. I'm watching it. It is entering my nostril, going right into my lungs, and then cleansing all of that, washing all the area inside all that, and then it does come out, making myself more fresh and more clean and more peaceful. So the number one thing out of all the nine things is that practice the mindfulness and the meditation. Now the second is replace self-criticism with self-kindness. Self-criticism is very, very common, and we people are seen. harshly criticizing ourselves. It is not good, not good, not good at all. It does not mean that we should not be holding ourselves accountable. It does not mean that we cannot do the self reflection. Actually, we need to reflect upon ourselves. In the evening, we need to look upon the whole of the day, what was done right, what was not done right, which I shall try to do it better. So self reflection is very good, but don't be very harsh with yourself. Do not harshly criticize yourself. We need to silence it. We need to put it in the back burner. We need to give lesser importance to the self criticism and more importance to the self kindness. We need to become kind hearted. We need to become kind hearted toward we ourselves. Now, the third is understanding common humanity. What does happen that we are requiring too much. We are requiring too much from ourselves. We want ourselves to perform very good, exceedingly good, and we don't want to become an ordinary person at all. That's not good. We don't need to set such a high standards because it will disturb us later on. But one thing is there, we should try to improve ourselves slightly, gradually. That's okay. Not beyond that at all. Do not try to become a perfect person at all, because a perfect performance anywhere else, it is absolutely impossible. Do not try to become a perfect person at all. So, my dear friends and fellows, I think this is, this is the understanding common on humanity. Mean we need to become an ordinary person. There is absolutely no need to become a super person. No need to become a perfectionist. Not even it is needed to become an excellent person. But what is needed is that we should try to improve ourselves bit by bit. Try to improve ourselves bit by bit, and that's enough. That's enough. Now the fourth is build resilience through self compassion. What is this resilience? Resilience means being able to withstand and to bounce back or recover quickly from the difficulties, from the toughness. So that is, we need to practice, we need to build resilience through self compassion. Resilience is very important. We need to become resilient. We need to become flexible. We need to be able to withstand the difficulties and the toughness of the life. And then I think we need to endure all that. Building the resilience by self compassion, by being compassionate toward we ourselves. So that is the fourth out of the nine. And the fifth is practice gratitude. Gratitude makes us definitely a stronger person. We need to practice the gratitude, being grateful to whom? To our Creator Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Being because we have been given and gifted with by so many of the things. The thing, no, I don't possess everything. You don't, and nobody possesses everything. But we might not be having whatever we are so desperate to achieve, but still we do have certain things which are very, very important indeed. But we are seen taking them for granted. We don't realize the importance of it, and we do feel the importance of that once it is lost, once it is gone. That is absolutely foolishness. Take care of all these things. Don't take anything else for granted. Be grateful for every good thing in your life. Never ever ignore it, because it will keep us happy. And in the absence of it, in the lack of the in a state of mind lacking the gratitude, we cannot become a satisfied person. We cannot become a happy person. So, my dear friend, I think we need to practice the gratitude. Look upon my arms, your arms, our hands, our legs, our face, our eyes. These things cannot be bought even with $1 billion. Ask the people who are dying, and if at all they are very wealthy, they will like to give you everything they have against the life, another life, but they cannot get it. Even if at all they consume billions of dollars, they cannot increase their life. So that much it actually mean that whatever we are possessing is extremely important, not to take anything like that for granted, because later on there will be lot of repentance. Now the sixth thing out of the nine is set healthy boundaries. Setting up healthy boundaries. Everybody, because if at all it is without the boundary, we will be very much unhappy, and every time you feel uncomfortable, uneasy against with the actions of somebody, it means that they are trying to cross your boundaries. Let them know that here my boundary start. You have no right to cross this boundary at all. I won't allow you to do that. Gently, but firmly try to enforce your boundary setting, because we cannot remain mentally healthy person at all as long as other people are violating the boundaries, violating our personal boundaries. I think we need to be careful about the boundaries of another person, but at the same time, I and you, we have every right to set the boundaries, to set the healthy boundaries, and then to, of course, enforce it. Now, the seventh is prioritize self care. We need to prioritize self care. So much important indeed. Prioritizing self care. Self care must be kept at the number one priority. If I don't take care of myself, who else is going to do that? How to take care of myself? I need to provide myself with 7 to 8 hours of sleep on a daily basis. I need to go to the bed at the right time. I need to wake up at the right time. I need to provide myself with the proper nutrition, and then I need to do some sort of exercising. Then I need to do some sort of meditation and saying the slow. I need to take care of my residence. I need to take care of my dressing. So all of that is self care. No, we should not be. We cannot afford to outsource it. Everybody is busy with their own pressing problems, with their own priorities. I need to take care of myself. You need to take care of yourself. Taking care of ourselves, that is something very, very important. Now, the eighth is that practice self forgiveness. We need to practice the self forgiveness. We need to practice the self forgiveness. If at all we don't forgive ourselves, what is going to happen? I think we do have to repent a lot, we do have to regret a lot. So self compassion, self forgiveness. Everybody makes mistake. I am a human like the rest of the humans. If at all certain mistakes have been made, I should try to wash it, and the rest of it, I should, if at all anything bad was done to another person, I need to seek the forgiveness. I should try to compensate. Otherwise, I have every right to forgive myself. Human, being human, to err is human. It's every human being makes the mistake. Why to create the guilt in ourselves? Because the guilt is very much damaging. It spoils our life. What is needed here is that we need to forgive ourselves. We need to forgive ourselves. That is the number eight thing. The number nine thing is that use positive affirmations. There are positive affirmation, there are negative affirmation. Negative affirmation which are actually making me sick, which are making me discouraged, which are creating the hopelessness in me. All of those things are the negative affirmation which I am repeating, which I am ruminating. It comes to my mind. If whatever I am self-talk, we need to keep an eye on the self-talk, taking care of the self-talk. If it is toxic, if it is debilitating, if it is harmful, if it is negative, I think it is killing ourselves. That is like suicidal and the suicidal thoughts. So what is needed here is that I need to get the positive sentences. the beautiful phrases which encourages me, which motivates me, which makes me more active, which makes me more healthy, which makes me more happy, which makes me more confident, which eradicates the fear out of my mind. All of that is called positive affirmation. I think if at all we need to keep an eye upon our self talk, because if at all we are repeating the negative thought, then it means that we are doing something very bad with we ourselves. What is needed here is that we need to note every positive, beautiful, encouraging, motivating sentence. Either I read it, I listened it, I conceived it, and I need to now remember it. I need to save it into my mind. I need to keep repeating it many times, at least 3 times a day, with the belief, with the emotion, with the passion, with the enthusiasm. I need to repeat those beautiful, encouraging, and positive sentences with the belief, with the enthusiasm. That will become a positive affirmation. It will make us strong. It will make us healthy. It will improve us a lot. It will make us not just survive in the life, but to thrive in the world, thrive in the life. So use positive affirmation. So these are the 9 things. I think each one of these is very, very important indeed. There is no one out of these 8 which should be ignored. I need to take care of every such thing. So these are the 9 things: to make friendship with we ourselves, to be at peace with we ourselves, to practice the compassion, and to be kind-hearted, and to be kinder toward we ourselves. That's all from me at the moment. Thank you.